Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
If God created everything, the animals, the trees, the rivers, the stars, why should only humans have a special connection with him? Don't animals worship too? Aren't rivers and trees part of his universe? Isn't it arrogant to say humans alone can access God? Sounds noble, sounds humble, but is it true? Let's examine. Yes, Islam acknowledges that all creation glorifies God. This isn't just a poetic idea, it's a fundamental truth about reality. Everything in existence, from the grandest galaxy to the smallest atom, is in a state of submission to its creator. They are all following the precise, immutable laws that God has programmed into their very being. This inherent order, this cosmic symphony, is their form of glorification. The Qur'an beautifully captures this. The seven heavens and the earth and all that is in them glorify him, and there is not a thing but that it glorifies his praise, but you do not understand their glorification. This verse tells us there is a constant, universal chorus of praise that we are simply not equipped to fully perceive, a reality happening just beyond the veil of our senses. Think of the birds, navigating thousands of miles with pinpoint accuracy. Their migration is their glorification. Consider the rhythmic pulse of the ocean waves governed by the moon and the laws of physics. Their obedience is their glorification. The trees converting light into life through photosynthesis, growing and withering in perfect cycles, this is their submission to his decree. The sun and moon follow their orbits without fail. This is the involuntary submission of the universe. But this inherent submission is not the same as conscious worship. The universe is on autopilot, a testament to the perfection of its designer. It operates under what Islamic scholars call being made subservient, compelled to obey. It has no choice in the matter. You, however, are different. Only humanity was given the profound and heavy gifts of free will, a reasoning intellect and moral choice. This is the submission of being held responsible. You are not on autopilot. You have the ability to observe the order in the universe and deduce the existence of the ordainer. You have the freedom to choose. A cat cannot contemplate the arguments for God's existence and choose atheism. A dog cannot study the world's religions and choose Islam. They exist in a state of pure, unchosen submission. But you can. You can weigh the evidence, reflect on your purpose, and consciously choose to align your will with the will of your Creator. That is precisely why your connection is so unique and so honored. Your chosen submission, your conscious prayer, is an act of love and free will that no star or ocean can offer. Look around at the natural world. It operates on a flawless, intricate design. A spider doesn't need a manual to spin its web. The knowledge is woven into its very being. A salmon doesn't question its arduous journey upstream. It is compelled by an ancient biological imperative. The planets follow their orbits with mathematical precision. All other beings in the universe, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, act according to a pre-written script. Instinct, biology, natural law. They are in a state of perfect, unthinking obedience, but humanity stands apart. We are the universe's great anomaly. We possess a consciousness that allows us to step outside the script. We look at the world not just as a habitat, but as a mystery to be solved. And so, we ask questions that no other creature can even conceive of. We look up at the stars and don't just see balls of gas, we see a canvas for our deepest questions. Why am I here? What is the purpose of this brief, flickering existence? We confront our own mortality and ask, what happens after death? Is this life all there is, or is it a prelude to something more? We feel a yearning that goes beyond our basic needs for food and shelter, a hunger for meaning that makes us ask, is there a truth beyond mere survival, a moral compass to guide my choices? These questions are the exclusive domain of humanity. A goat, content with its pasture, doesn't build a temple to ponder the divine. A lion, the king of its domain, doesn't engage in theological debates about the nature of God. A colony of ants, a marvel of collective efficiency, never pauses to question the ethics of its social structure. They simply, however, you choose what to be. This capacity for self-reflection and moral inquiry is what makes you uniquely responsible in the cosmos. This profound uniqueness, this burden and glory of choice, is described in the Qur'an not just as a feature of humanity, but as a cosmic event. It speaks of a moment when a pivotal responsibility, a trust, was offered to the most powerful elements of creation. The Qur'an says, "Indeed, we offered the trust to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, and they declined to bear it and feared it. But man undertook to bear it." Qur'an 33:72. Think about the sheer scale of this. The vast, unshakable mountains, the boundless heavens, the life-giving earth, all creations of immense power and perfect submission, shied away from this responsibility. They recognized its weight, the terrifying potential for failure. Yet humanity, in all our physical fragility, accepted it. And what is this trust, this amana? It is the gift of free will. It is the capacity for moral choice. It is the freedom to consciously align oneself with the Creator or to turn away. It is the ability to look at the signs of God all around us, the intricate design in a leaf, the miracle of our own consciousness, and choose to believe or to deny. This is why your actions have meaning beyond biology. An angel's prostration is by its nature, it cannot do otherwise. But when you choose to bow your head in prayer, when you choose honesty over deceit, compassion over cruelty, you are fulfilling that cosmic trust. Your worship is not the programmed obedience of a planet in its orbit. It is a conscious, deliberate choice, the most significant act a being can perform in this universe. It is the free-willed heart turning back to its creator, and in that choice lies your ultimate honor and purpose. When we speak of consciousness, we're not just talking about being awake. We're referring to a profound self-awareness that appears uniquely human. Our consciousness turns inward, reflecting on itself. This capacity for metacognition, thinking about our thoughts, is linked to the complex prefrontal cortex, the seat of our higher reasoning. This is why no animal writes poetry. Art isn't about survival, it's about expressing abstract concepts like beauty and sorrow. It's a translation of our inner experience into a shared symbolic form, a conversation about what it feels like to be alive. And while some animals cooperate, no tree debates morality. Humans build ethical systems on abstract principles like justice. We can consciously act against self-interest for a higher moral good, a capacity that transcends purely evolutionary drives. A dolphin, for all its intelligence, doesn't ask about the afterlife. This existential curiosity is a profound human driver. It's why only humans build religions, philosophies, and ideologies, all in an attempt to answer that one exclusively human question: who am I? Our own creations highlight this gap. A calculator solves math faster than you, but it never feels gratitude. It processes information without perception. It has intelligence, but no inner life, no subjective awareness. And this is why your dog obeys commands, but it doesn't bow in worship with intention. True worship is not just movement. It is the ultimate application of our unique human faculties. It is an act of profound awareness, a conscious turning of our self-reflecting mind towards our Creator. Worship is awareness in its highest form, an expression of gratitude and purpose that flows from the gift of consciousness itself. Islam teaches, humans are vicegerents, khulafa, on earth, accountable for actions. Animals will not stand on Judgment Day, but you will. Animals live by instinct. You live by conscience. Nature is in submission. You choose submission. The bird praises Allah by flying. The believer praises Allah by choosing to pray. That's the higher connection. Islam teaches, humans are vicegerents, khulafa, on earth, accountable for actions. Animals will not stand on Judgment Day, but you will. Animals live by instinct. You live by conscience. Nature is in submission. You choose submission. The bird praises Allah by flying. The believer praises Allah by choosing to pray. That's the higher connection. It's not arrogance. It's responsibility. Allah gave you intellect, speech, morality, spiritual longing, not as a privilege to boast, but as a burden to carry. You don't worship because you're superior to animals. You worship because now, you have no excuse not to. Islam doesn't exclude nature. It honors it. But only the human being can say with intention, La ilaha illa Allah. There is no God but Allah. That's why only you are invited to worship Him. Not because you are stronger, but because you are more aware.